Hi guys, I'm back, and today I wanted to talk about things that, other than medication, have really helped me with my anxiety. So I'm really excited to share that with you. I will link my last video where I talked about medication for mental illness. I'm a huge believer in it. Mine has kicked in this past month, and I could not be more excited about that fact. That was a difficult sentence to get out for some reason, but we're just gonna roll with it. But I wanted to share some things that, you know, once you're in that place where, you know, your medication has kicked in, and you are again able to function like a human and be a part of society, and you know your brain is functioning correctly again, basically. Or if you're someone that, you know, maybe you don't need medication, but you still struggle with stress and, you know, anxiety and stuff that's, you know, manageable with things that are not medication, maybe this will help you as well. So there's a few things that I wanted to talk about. So the first one is just making an effort to be healthy in general. So a lot of this helps me with my fibromyalgia as well, because that is very physical. But, you know, drinking tons of water, staying hydrated, especially for me, like I said, with the fibromyalgia, if I get dehydrated for some reason, that's like a big trigger for my body. You know, my sinuses get swelled up. I start feeling that allergy feeling, and then my whole body is in pain by the end of the day. So something I really try to do every day is drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of water. You know, if it gets real bad, I'm trying to drink upwards of a gallon, just because that's what works for my body. But it also, you know, flushes out toxins. It helps you have more energy. You know, all of those great things that come from drinking lots of water. And then in addition to that, you know, eating more healthy foods. Especially for me, I have a sugar intolerance. So if I eat too much sugar, processed sugar, added sugar, then same thing, like my body just does not like it. I get achy all over, my whole body hurts, all of that stuff happens again. But really, sugar especially is a drug, and it does affect your brain, especially if you have anxiety. I've noticed this myself in the past 6 months. It really affects your brain. Like, I can notice a difference in an instant after having even a little bit of sugar. And I'm sure some of that's due to the fact that I've been avoiding sugar for so long, so my body's not as used to it. But it really does have an effect on the way your brain functions. So I think avoiding, especially processed sugar, really can help kind of clear your mind and just make your body healthy, you know, in general, which makes your brain clearer, and I feel like just kind of helps you all around in your life, if that makes any sense. And then, you know, going along with that and getting some physical activity. I talked about in my last video, you know, when you're in a place where your brain's not functioning correctly, people will tell you, well, make sure you get out for a walk every day, make sure you get some sunshine. But you can't. A lot of people, I can't. If I'm not on my medication, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to be able to get out of bed. I'm not going to be able to make myself do those things. But once it's kicked in, you know, make it a priority in your day to get some physical activity, whether it's just going for a walk or it's hardcore working out. You know, I do Beachbody workouts here at home, and I work out almost every day, usually 6 days of the week, unless I am not feeling well. And I noticed a difference. Last night I hadn't worked out for 2 days, and I was having trouble getting to sleep. My brain was racing, my feet were shaking, like I just could not settle down. I was so restless. And then I realized I haven't worked out in 2 days. So And then the next thing that I wanted to talk about that I've been using that's helped me is essential oils. So I get mine from a website called Eden's Garden, and I'll link it down below. It's really good oils. They're a really good company, but it's not super expensive. So I diffuse lavender in my bedroom every night along with eucalyptus because I do have allergy problems. And that just helps keep me, keep my sinuses drained and stuff like that. But I'll also put lavender, I have like a lavender body oil. So it's the essential oils mixed with a base, I can't remember what they call it, like behind my ears. My kids have started sleeping with like a sleepy time blend diffusing. My 10-year-old actually has like a roller ball of a like calming blend, especially for kids, that she puts on her wrists and behind her ears in the morning before she goes to school. Has worked wonders. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about was just don't be afraid to open up to people. It's hard, I feel like, when you're struggling with something like this. All right, sorry, my battery died. It's hard to want to reach out to people, or a lot of times even, hang on, I gotta get situated. I turned upstairs and got my battery. To want to reach out to people or to even want to spend time with people who care about you. I know my kid's home. Pause. All right, we're gonna try and finish this one more time. Oh God, what was I saying? Yeah. So don't be afraid to reach out to people and open up to people. I feel like I talked about this some in my last video. Part of where I got in trouble, even when I'm on medication, my dog, if you can hear, is that I still didn't want to talk about things. I didn't want to address things. The medication made it to where I could function. So I thought, I could function, so I don't need therapy. I don't need to have those important discussions that I should have to work through issues. So, just because the medication is working, don't let that keep you from addressing the underlying issues. Confront people when there is an issue. Reach out to people when you're feeling sad. If someone, wants you to come get dinner with them, or, go shopping or grab a cup of coffee, even if you don't feel like it, say yes. Which in my other video, I talked about how, obviously if you're in a place where you need medication and you're not on it, you're not able to do those things, it's a lot harder to just make yourself do that. You can't do that. But once you're in a place where you could go, you could make yourself do that, but maybe you don't want to. Maybe, like me, you kind of feel not ashamed, but embarrassed, or feel bad that I've kind of been a hermit and I haven't really wanted to do things. I haven't wanted to spend time with people, and so now I feel kind of bad reaching out and saying, hey, you want to go do something? Because I figure they're just going to assume that I'm going to cancel. But keep actively trying to make those connections, and I guess not even keep, but once you're to a place on your medication or wherever you are that you can actively make those connections or try to make those connections, do it. Even if you may not feel like it that day, or you may not really want to, because that's going to continue to pull you out of the hole that you've made for yourself. I always felt like I was kind of sitting in a hole of my own clouds of anxiety and depression, and just sitting there letting everything build up, and that's just no good. I mean, you don't want to isolate yourself if you can help it, and make things worse. People want to help. They want they do care about you. They do love you. They do want to spend time with you and be with you and try to help you through what it is that you're going through. So that's it. I have got to run. I have filmed a lot today. My daughter's home from field day. So I want to hear about how that went. We have a concert we're gonna go to tonight, which is pretty exciting. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Come back. I'll be putting up another video soon. And yeah, see you later. Bye.